One of the wonderful things about living willow sculpture's history as art, in England, it often includes children. And if you go online and just enter living willow sculptures, one of the first things that comes up is these delightful little videos of kids working with grown-ups, installing these reeds in the ground. And then the end of the video is always people running through them and everything, because it happens very fast. You can create a full living willow sculpture in, a few weeks. It's blooming. In a few weeks you have leaves. Wow. And these begin as sticks, basically, rods. And they're very magical, so for kids, it's a really thrilling event. Wow. So this piece was made by Bonnie Gale, who came from England and now lives in the United States, and started something called the American Willow Association. The opening was one of the most beautiful nights of the summer, and we were all thrilled. And Phil Thorne is also a musician, so he played music, and Tracy Penfield danced, and she danced the people that were at the King Farm section down through the path and up to this location so they could hear Bonnie Gale give her talk on the living willow sculpture. And then she also danced with a beautiful new piece by Li Shen that moves. It's called Blow Me Over. And it's this sort of wonderful flag, you'll see it in a minute, that bounces back and forth. And it took Li months and months and months to do the engineering so that it wouldn't just collapse. It's a very simple way to work as it appears, but it's very complex in engineering. However, in the end, it is simple, and that makes art often better than things are too complicated.
Nice.
Well, you know, Phil Thorne, you'll see this is all pretty much one form. Repeating, like a necklace or a chain. He also does that. He takes a form and does whatever he can to transform it into sculpture. And now I see he's using a flat form and continuing the same thing with the same curve at the back of each one. The same point of inserting it, just shifting. He takes a very simple concept of form, explores it to see how it can become sculptural. Yeah. This ideally would be turning, if this were on a private land and in a place where people knew what they were going to encounter, it would be safer to spin, but it can't really spin here, so poor thing, it's trapped. But you can see it has nice movement and the light changes. And he scores the surface like David Smith. So see how the light, it becomes painterly in its way too.